Whale shark.
The whale shark is a slow-moving filter-feeding shark and the largest known extant fish species. The largest confirmed individual had a length of 12.65 meters and a weight of more than 21.5 metric tons, and unconfirmed reports of considerably larger whale sharks exist. Claims of individuals over 14 meters long and weighing at least 30 mt are not uncommon. The whale shark holds many records for sheer size in the animal kingdom, most notably being by far the largest living non-mammalian vertebrate, rivaling many of the largest dinosaurs in weight. It is the sole member of the genus Rhincodon and the family, Rhincodontidae, which belongs to the subclass Elasmobranchii in the class Chondrichthyes. The species originated about 60 million years ago. The whale shark is found in tropical and warm oceans and lives in the open sea, with a lifespan of about 70 years. Whale sharks have very large mouths, and as filter feeders, they feed mainly on plankton. The BBC programme Planet Earth filmed a whale shark feeding on a school of small fish. The same documentary showed footage of a whale shark timing its arrival to coincide with the mass spawning of fish shoals and feeding on the resultant clouds of eggs and sperm. The species was distinguished in April 1828 after the harpooning of a 4.6-metre-long specimen in Table Bay, South Africa. Andrew Smith, a military doctor associated with British troops stationed in Cape Town, described it the following year. The name whale shark comes from the fish's size, being as large as some species of whales and also a filter feeder like baleen whales.
Distribution and habitat.
The whale shark inhabits all tropical and warm temperate seas. Primarily pelagic, seasonal feeding aggregations occur at several coastal sites such as the southern and eastern parts of South Africa. St. Helena Island in the South Atlantic Ocean. Gladden Spit in Belize. Ningaloo Reef in Western Australia. Great Rann of Kutch in India. Utila in Honduras. Southern Leyte. Donsol, Pazacao and Batangas in the Philippines. Off Isla Mujeres and Isla Holbox in Yucatan, Mexico. Ujung National Park in Indonesia. Nab National Park in Indonesia. Nosy Be in Madagascar off Tofo Reef near Inhamin in Mozambique, and the Tanzanian islands of Mafia, Pemba, Zanzibar and, very rarely, Eilat, Israel and Aqaba, Jordan. Although typically seen offshore, it has been found closer to land, entering lagoons or coral atolls, and near the mouths of estuaries and rivers. Its range is generally restricted to about 30° latitude. It is capable of diving to depths of at least 1,286 m, 4,219 feet, and is migratory. On February 7, 2012, a large whale shark was found floating 150 kilometers, 93 miles, off the coast of Karachi, Pakistan. The length of the specimen was said to be between 11 and 12 m, 36 and 39 feet, with a weight of around 15,000 kilograms, 33,000 pounds. In 2011, more than 400 whale sharks gathered off the Yucatan coast. It was one of the largest gatherings of whale sharks recorded.
Description.
Whale sharks have a mouth that can be 1.5 m, 4.9 feet, wide. Its mouth contains between 300 to 350 rows of tiny teeth and 10 filter pads which it uses to filter feed. Whale sharks have 5 large pairs of gills. Its head is wide and flat with 2 small eyes at the front. Whale sharks are grey with a white belly. Their skin is marked with pale yellow spots and stripes which are unique to each individual. The whale shark has 3 prominent ridges along its sides. Its skin can be up to 10 centimeters, 3.9 in, thick. The shark has a pair of dorsal fins and pectoral fins. Juveniles' tails have a larger upper fin than lower fin, while the adult tail becomes semiluminate. The whale shark's spiracles are just behind its eyes. The whale shark is the largest non-station animal in the world. The average size of adult whale sharks is estimated at 9.7 m, 31.82 feet, and 9 20,000 pounds. The largest verified specimen was caught on November 11, 1947, near Barber Island, in Karachi, Pakistan. It was 12.65 meters, 41.50 feet, long, weighed more than 21.5 t, 47,000 pounds, and had a girth of 7 m, 23.0 feet. Stories exist of vastly larger specimens, quoted lengths of 18 m, 59 feet, and 45.5 t, 100,000 pounds, are not uncommon in the popular literature, but no scientific records support their existence. In 1868, the Irish natural scientist Edward Percival Wright obtained several small whale shark specimens in the Seychelles, but claimed to have observed specimens in excess of 15 m, 49.2 feet, and tells of shark specimens surpassing 21 m, 68.9 feet. In a 1925 publication, Hugh M. Smith described a huge animal caught in a bamboo fish trap in Thailand in 1919. The shark was too heavy to pull ashore, but Smith estimated the shark was at least 17 meters long, and weighed around 37 t. These measurements have been exaggerated to 43 t and a more precise 17.98 m in recent years. A shark caught in 1994 off Tainan County, southern Taiwan, reportedly weighed 35.8 t, 79,000 pounds. There have even been claims of whale sharks of up to 23 meters, 75 feet, and 100 tons, 220,000 pounds. In 1934, a ship named the Mogwani came across a whale shark in the southern Pacific Ocean, rammed it, and the shark became stuck on the prow of the ship, supposedly with 4.6 m on one side and 12.2 m on the other. No reliable documentation exists for these claims and they remain fish stories.
Diet.
The whale shark is a filter feeder, one of only 3 known filter-feeding shark species, along with the basking shark and the megamouth shark. It feeds on macroalgae, plankton, krill, Christmas Island red crab larvae and small nectonic life, such as small squid or vertebrates. It also feeds on small fish and the clouds of eggs and sperm during mass spawning of fish. The many rows of vestigial teeth play no role in feeding. Feeding occurs either by ram filtration, in which the animal opens its mouth and swims forward, pushing water and food into the mouth, or by active suction feeding, in which the animal opens and closes its mouth, sucking in volumes of water that are then expelled through the gills. In both cases, the filter pads serve to separate food from water. These unique, black sieve-like structures are presumed to be modified gill rakers. Food separation in whale sharks is by cross-flow filtration, in which the water travels nearly parallel to the filter pad surface, not perpendicularly through it, before passing to the outside, while denser food particles continue to the back of the throat. This is an extremely efficient filtration method that minimizes fouling of the filter pad surface. Whale sharks have been observed coughing, presumably to clear a buildup of particles from the filter pads. Whale sharks migrate to feed and possibly to breed. The whale shark is an active feeder, targeting concentrations of plankton or fish. It is able to ram filter feed or can gulp in a stationary position. This is in contrast to the passive feeding basking shark, which does not pump water. Instead, it swims to force water across its gills.
Behavior toward divers.
Despite its size, the whale shark does not pose significant danger to humans. They are docile fish and sometimes allow swimmers to catch a ride, although this practice is discouraged by shark scientists and conservationists. Younger whale sharks are gentle and can play with divers. The shark is seen by divers in many places, including the Bay Islands in Honduras, Thailand, the Philippines, the Maldives, the Red Sea, Western Australia, Ningaloo Reef, Christmas Island, Taiwan, Panama, Coiba Island, Belize, Tofo Beach in Mozambique, Sojwerna Bay, Greater St. Lucia Wetland Park, in South Africa, the Galapagos Islands, Isla Mujeres and Bada Los Angeles in Mexico, the Seychelles, West Malaysia, islands off Eastern Peninsula Malaysia, Sri Lanka, Oman, Pakistan, Fuera, and Puerto Rico.
In captivity.
Two whale sharks were featured as the main attraction of Osaka Aquarium Kaiyukan, and as of 2005, 3 whale sharks were in captivity at the Okinawa Tsuruomi Aquarium in Japan. The Io World Aquarium in Kagoshima, Japan, also features a single adult whale shark as a major attraction. One was also on display in the Taiwan, Kenting National Museum of Biology and Aquarium, and 5 are on display at the Yantai Aquarium in China. 4 whale sharks, 2 males, Taroko and Yushin, and 2 females, Alice and Trixie, live in the Georgia Aquarium, in Atlanta, USA. 2 male whale sharks, Ralph and Norton, died in captivity at the Georgia Aquarium on January 11, 2007, and June 13, 2007, respectively. The 2 females were added on June 3, 2006, and 2 more males in 2007. All 6 whale sharks were imported from Taiwan, where whale sharks are called tofu sharks because of the taste and texture of the flesh. The fishery from which they came has since closed. 2 whale sharks live at Polar Ocean World in Qingdao, China. 1 whale shark was at the Atlantis Hotel in Dubai, but was released in March 2010.
Reproduction.
Neither mating nor pupping of whale sharks has been observed. The capture of a female in July 1996 that was pregnant with 300 pups indicated whale sharks are oviviparous. The eggs remain in the body and the females give birth to live young, which are 40 to 60 centimeters, 16 to 24 inches, long. Evidence indicates the pups are not all born at once, but rather the female retains sperm from one mating and produces a steady stream of pups over a prolonged period. They reach sexual maturity at around 30 years and their lifespan is an estimated 70 to 100 years. On March 7, 2009, marine scientists in the Philippines discovered what is believed to be the smallest living specimen of the whale shark. The young shark, measuring only 38 centimeters, 15 in, was found with its tail tied to a stake at a beach in Pilar, Philippines, and was released into the wild. Based on this discovery, some scientists no longer believe this area is just a feeding ground. The site may be a birthing ground, as well. Both young whale sharks and pregnant females have been seen in the waters of St. Helena in the South Atlantic Ocean, where numerous whale sharks can be spotted during the summer.
Conservation status.
The whale shark is targeted by commercial fisheries in several areas where they seasonally aggregate. The population is unknown and the species is considered vulnerable by the IUCN. It is listed, along with 6 other species of sharks, under the CMS Memorandum of Understanding on the Conservation of Migratory Sharks. In 1998, the Philippines banned all fishing, selling, importing, and exporting of whale sharks for commercial purposes, followed by India in May 2001, and Taiwan in May 2007. They are currently listed as a vulnerable species, but continue to be hunted in parts of Asia, such as Taiwan and the Philippines. In 2006, Resorts World Sentosa announced its plans to bring in whale sharks for their marine life park. This was met with opposition from 7 notable conservation societies. In 2009, the plan was shelved in favor of a search for other alternatives. In 2010, the Gulf of Mexico oil spill resulted in 4,900,000 barrels, 780,000 m3, of oil flowing into an area south of the Mississippi River Delta, where 1/3 of all whale shark sightings in the northern part of the Gulf have occurred in recent years. Sightings confirmed that the whale sharks were unable to avoid the oil slick, which was situated on the surface of the sea where the whale sharks feed for several hours at a time. No dead whale sharks were found.
Human culture.
Known as a deity in a Vietnamese culture, the whale shark is called Kalon, which literally translates as "sir fish." In the Philippines, it is called Butanding and Balilan. The whale shark is featured on the reverse of the Philippine 100 peso bill,